Oh yeah, they're really loving to come here in the morning. They're crowded right around the feeders, waiting for me.
It's donated food that is meant for the poor, but after its expiration, some are trying to make sure that it doesn't go to waste. You're looking at video from 18 years ago when Target 8 found thousands of pounds of food that could go to hungry families ended up being donated to local farmers. Tonight we checked in with Feeding America West Michigan to see if that problem still exists today and what the organization does to cut down on waste. 24-Hour News 8's Coco McAvoy has that report for us from Muskegon tonight.
The need for food is really a lot bigger than a lot of people think.
And according to Feeding America West Michigan, it's so big that nearly 1 in 7 people struggle with hunger in our area and in the UP. The food bank takes in about 26.5 million pounds of food each year. But the problem is getting that food to the people who need it.
Well, a lot of people aren't aware that the food bank exists and that it's there to help. And a lot of people too have misconceptions about who it is that we're serving.
That means thousands of pounds of food goes bad before they have the chance to give it to the hungry. But instead of throwing it away, the organization makes sure the food goes to good use. Back in 1997, Target 8 went to a pig farm that benefited from food donated by Second Harvest Gleaners Food Bank. The name has since changed to Feeding America, but the program remains the same. Nearly 20 years later, Feeding America still donates food to local farmers that would otherwise go to waste, and those farmers use that food to feed their animals. Howling Timbers Animal Sanctuary in Muskegon is one of 6 farmers that Feeding America works with today.
She makes the best of the Feeding America food.
It's a really nice thing for us, first of all, because it's reducing food waste, which is part of our mission, but it also reduced landfill costs because when we send it to a farmer, they come and pick it up for free.
That free food helps paint this picture. Shelves stacked floor to ceiling with produce, canned goods, and meats, cutting the sanctuary's feeding costs in half and feeding this hungry population of wolves, exotic animals, and pets.
Our budget is very small, and I'm very frugal, so I try not to waste anything. And so by cutting our budget in half, it allows us to take those funds and use them in other areas here to improve enclosures, to do more enrichment.
So there's a lot of good food that's floating out there, and we're there to really capture that excess produce and get it to families in need. But some amount of food waste is inevitable.
In Muskegon, I'm Coco McAvoy, 24-Hour News 8.
The definition there of mutually beneficial. The problem of getting food to families, though, still exists. So far this year, Feeding America West Michigan has thrown away 194,000 pounds of waste. 25% of that waste was sent to the landfill. The other 75% was given to local farmers.